You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they go slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up in the name of love.
Welcome to Free Love Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot. Going to do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Erica Maria, thank you for your donation. We got Mana's talk session. You're early. Mana's early tonight. What's going on? Bree, thank you for your donation. Maruta, welcome. Good to see you as always. We got Janice. We got Effie, Reiki, the early bird indeed. Be random with me. We got Bartman, Sanjana, Effie, and I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? It is hump day. I hope everybody's out there humping away like a pro. You know, let's see what's going on with that. We're almost to Friday. We got 2 more days to go, and then it's a weekend. I wish it was a long weekend. Not gonna lie to you. I wish it was one of those long weekends where you just relax, you know, go to the beach or, you know, go to the shoreline and relax and have some fun. And, you know, it seems like one of those weekends, but alas, it is not. It is just a regular old standard weekend. All right, let's see what's going on with that. V, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Effie, how is Salem? Salem is good. We have special guests tonight with Brooklyn and Baxter are here. We're taking care of them while Christina's working the usual 15-hour shift at work. We're taking care of Brooklyn and Baxter, so they may be making an appearance. Maybe making an appearance. I don't know. Joan B, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, we want to become a millionaire, don't we all? Don't we all? Now, I did post, by the way, how to play the lottery with tarot cards. If you haven't seen that, you got to go in the video section and watch that, because I mean, it's $2-3, you know, just you put yourself in the lottery system there, entertainment purposes only. But I'm just saying, I got another video out too, how to play the stock market with tarot. Now, all of these are obviously entertainment purposes only. I don't want you going out there and going all for broke. But if you're out there, you're like, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, it's $3. Then that's what you need to do. Anyway, now Erica themselves, be able to get a little bit of feedback here, be able to get some stuff going on. I think so. Here's what I think. I think that you are led to the prospects that will make you the $1 million. You are led in that direction. You're pushed in there, and you all of a sudden you come up with a system of kind of how to do that, what we're doing, and what kind of things that we get. And you're going to get those systems, and you're going to use that to be a millionaire. For example, I mean, you could take, like, I don't know, you could take a course on how to do this, on how to do that, and all of a sudden you get into a little bit of a gambling gambling situation and you win a lot of kind of money. So, I mean, hey, that's the way to go. But you have 2 aces, which does point to the possibility of doing that. But it says we need to be at the beginning. We need to be at the start to make it happen, to make this go, right? We can't just skip to the end where all of a sudden there's some magical thing that somebody can hand you to make you a multi-millionaire or whatnot. But yes, you do have the beginnings. They are forming. It is going to guide you. And the good thing about the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles kind of says yes. We can go ahead and spoiler alert that, right? Give a little thumbs up. So we do have a little bit of an Ace of Pentacles here, which is I'm giving you the entryway to get into that as well. And the thing is, even if you have an entryway into it, you need to understand how to do it, or you need an in, or you need somebody to tell you. You need some communication to happen. And this is where that Ace of Sword comes in. It says, I do have the communication for you. It feels like somebody is handing over the reins to you, or handing you this information. They're communicating the way to get this done, and it gets you into the realm of how to do that. So that is an absolute yes. Going to be fun indeed. You know, when you become a multimillionaire, come back to the stream. I'm just saying, come back to the stream and still hang out occasionally between the Maserati purchases and the European trips or what have you. I don't know. Michelle C, welcome to the stream. We also got Lizzie Poo. It's been a minute. Welcome as well. How's everybody doing? It is a wonderful Wednesday. It has been a good day. We had a lot of good work that we got done at work, and everybody seemed to be happy and whatnot. So ultimately, I think that is the good news indeed. All right, so let's go. We got to edit this apparently. Let's see. So we press that. And now we're going to Bree. There we go. Bree is next. Will it do good at the restaurant job? Ooh, that's kind of interesting indeed. Will you do good? Let's see if that's going to be something that you can do. Let's see if it's something that you can get done here. All right. Will it do good at a restaurant job? Oh, if we had the tasty tarot, life would be complete right now. If we just had that tasty tarot, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can taste the tasty tarot, but it's just not quite ready yet. We have been so distracted with getting all of these tarot decks, making the streams, doing the unboxings, getting work done, hanging out with Chris Data. We have just been nothing but distracted lately. But I mean, it feels like that we need to get some of that done eventually. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be the option. Andrew and PieWar, welcome. Good to see y'all. How are you enjoying your Tuesday so far? Or Wednesday so far? It is hump day. Hopefully everybody is ready for the weekend, because the weekend's only a couple of days away. We are so close. I can smell it. utubeuser, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Will it do good at this restaurant? 6 of Wands says yes. I mean, that's not going to be a big deal after all. 6 of Wands, you're talking Lord of Victory, the Lord of Success, the Lord of getting things done, making it happen. One of the big features of the 6 of Wands is people cheering for you. And I think that's overlooked so much, right? I think that's so much. I think that's going to be the big opportunity here. And I think people are cheering for you indeed. You come in, you know what you're doing. I think you get a lot of people that like you, a lot of people that look forward to seeing you. You become like the regular, you know, somebody that everybody wants to see, somebody everybody wants to hang out with and whatnot. So yeah, a big cheer section with that 6. Fool says it's a good adventure for you. Either you got some experience or you got some interesting things happening there that you like, that brings about some good changes, some nice little opportunities for you there. So you have that Fool there. And the Strength, your warmness, your ability to do what you need, you sort of, everybody sort of accepts you, not only with a cheer, but people like to see you. And again, people sort of know you by name, they really like you. I think that's going to be the big opportunity for you there. So very good cards with that. You don't have any 5 of Pentacles or anything that's just going to crap all over the reading, because there's plenty of them cards is what I'm saying. We got V coming up. Spectral Whirl is not quite ready because I have been bombed at work. So Spectral Whirl's not here. What can we do that's similar to the Spectral Whirl? Man, I need to do 4K flip-throughs and get some of these decks out. Man, I'm just so busy. Just so busy. But we're going to get the spectral whirl. We're going to get it over there, and we're going to make it happen. But until then, we use the Adventures Tarot. I guess it's similar, kind of similar. You know, obviously not exact, but the Spectral Whirl Tarot has a lot of interesting and cool things with. Actually, let's not do this. Let's use Kitten Shop's deck. There we go. The Love Something Something Tarot. This is, if I can get it, yeah, there we go. This is the most similar one that I have. I'm going to tell you now. This, if you have to go for one that's similar, this is going to be the one that is close enough. You know, that's okay. Something. There you go. Close enough. So hopefully we get that done tomorrow. Man, it's been just bombed with, you know, you got to earn a living. I got to pay rent somehow, and that involves all of that other stuff. I asked if Tiffany can get me. What? I'm gonna rush your stream. Okay. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta do this. Okay, let me know. All right. Anyway, I got to pick somebody up after stream. May not have to pick anybody up after stream. That's going to be convenient. All right. Anyway, general with the spectral whirl, what have you. This is close enough. 5 of Cups. Man, the intensity is not there. I think that's it. The intensity is not there. It feels like that there are some things that are happening over here that need more intensity, that need more urgency. I think a lot of the urgency that you have sort of been used to, a lot of the urgency that you have been kind of expecting, I don't think that's there anymore. We seem to slow down. The 5 of Cups talks about disappointment, but it has an Ace, 8 of Cups over next to it. Now, with that, with the 2 of Pentacles, sort of gives a story. I think that's the big thing here. You're looking at the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. The intensity's gone. There's not a level of seriousness anymore to some of the things that you were chasing, that you were looking for, that you were sort of in the mood for. It also feels like that maybe you're trying to convince somebody of something. They're not getting it. They're not doing it. Not exactly in that mode, what have you. You know, it just feels like that. Now, this is something to where you end up abandoning whatever we're chasing. And so we're looking for this, we're trying to get this, we're trying to sort of chase some other aspects, and we're sort of abandoning some part of that and moving backwards. And I say abandoning it, but this is something that is up to you. This is something that comes up. It allows you to make some important decisions. There are some things that you do need to sort of factor in with this decision, but I think that's going to be okay. But the big thing here is making decisions about abandonment, making decisions about giving some stuff up. Because if the level of intensity isn't there, if the urgency isn't quite where we need it to be, intuitive, I thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, if it's just not there, does it mean we can move on to something else? Does it mean we can sort of, you know, get option B, as they say? 5 of Cups is maybe, because I'd rather get rid of it than have it hang around. I'd rather do that and sort of move on from that if it's not going to be acceptable. It's not going to be what I kind of want in that. 2 of Pentacles says ultimately this is something you have to decide. This is a decision that is not made for you, but it is something that you have to factor in, make it happen with that. Ultimately, there you go. Interesting. That was no spectral whirl, but it was close enough, I guess. You know, spectral whirl will be here tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. One of those weeks wherever I'm bombed. I'm bombed. All right. How is R feeling about me? That is interesting. By the way, if you like new tarot decks, you know what I'm saying? I just posted a new video with a new tarot deck. We have so many still to go through, but we have a brand new unboxing. This is a game, and it looks like a choose your own adventure game with a really small book and a big deck of cards. Totally opposite of what you normally see. I'm going to admit that now. Normally, you'll see like a massive book, a few cards, some dice, and what have you, but they've converted a tarot to the light in the mist game kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, you're like, how does that work when you add a game to a tarot deck? But yeah, go look at the newest video on there. So we have a lot of unboxing still to go and whatnot. So that's going to be good indeed. Now, how is R feeling about me? Now, YouTube user admitted over here, they're like, look, I took your advice. R isn't that bad. I'm going to give them a chance. You know, if nothing else, I'm going to practice dating. And I think that's so important. Here's the problem that we all have. Once you get out of practice with something and that something can hurt you, you don't really want to go back in the pool anymore. You know, you don't want to go back in the pool anymore. You want to stay out of the swimming pool. utubeuser and Nessa, thank you for your donations. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Dating has the potential to hurt you. You know, you open your heart to somebody and then they tell you you smell like pickles or whatever, right? That sort of hurts. That's that you get rejected. So you're opening yourself up, you're getting rejected, and you're thinking, geez, why am I doing this in the first place? After a while, when you're not really dating that much, then, you know, it's so comfortable because you're not rejected anymore. You don't have to step outside of your comfort zone. All the negative things about dating aren't even a factor anymore. So the big thing here is to eliminate that by practice. In other words, you're going to go to the date, you're just going to play the game, you're going to see where it goes, see what happens, you know what I mean? And ultimately hope for the best, because that's pretty much dating, hoping for the best. Anyway, all right, and we took the advice with dating, but the real question here is, how does R feel about me? Are they pretty excited? Lover's card as the first card. You saw that while I was over there ranting for 30 minutes. That's a good card. The utubeuser, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but of course I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, yo, you got your soulmate. You know, they're not that bad. So if you want to give them a chance, I think a lot. So it's sort of the iceberg theory, right? You're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. You don't know what the real personality is like. You don't know what they do in their spare time. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to learn those things and develop a bigger profile, a more broad profile of the person before you can kind of determine where you're going. But yeah, the Ace of Wands says you're gonna have a good time. I don't think it's gonna be bad at all. I think they have a lot of good things. Again, they've been hurt, you've been hurt. Strength card, it does say you're going in there kind of damaged. You know, you gotta figure out where it is. You're gonna have some patience with them because they are gonna talk about the ex. You're gonna talk about the ex. So, you know, you got to kind of go with the flow with that. Anyway, the lover says that is a good opportunity indeed. Now, we can get the love balloons. I'm not going to rule out the love balloons for a good reading like this. But overall, they just seem nice. See how deep we can go, right? How deep can we go in the matrix of our... Now, N, we've already went deep into N, no pun intended. We got how's N feeling about me? I'm okay without him. And I think that's good. I think you've moved into that space where you're like, you know, screw it. You know, I don't really need N that much. I don't think that they really benefited me that much. And I think the problem with N is you gave them so many chances and they failed so many times. At some point, you do gotta move on. Anyway, Ave, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So, how is N feeling? We're fine without him. Is he fine without you? Man, Three of Wands says yes, they have moved on. They are looking into the distance, trying to find something different, something new. I think they're in that next mode, right? I'm in for the next stage of my life. Don't really need utubeuser. I'm just kind of moving on, doing my thing. I think the Three of Wands is looking out into the distance to see what else is next or what other opportunities that we have next. And I think that's pretty exciting for them, right? What is the next kind of thing? And the King of Pentacles says they're happy with who they are. Now, I do think N has a little bit, I'm not saying a lot, I do think they have a little bit of narcissism sort of within them. And you've seen some hints of this. This is no shocker to you. But the King of Pentacles says they're kind of just okay with where they do, where they're at, how they process things, what they work, what's going on with all of that. And the Queen of Swords says they're going to be pretty excited indeed to kind of move on with stuff. Now, are they a little bit bitter that things didn't work out? Are they a little bit kind of like, nah? I think that they are not anymore. At first, yeah, I think they had that motion, but now I think they've kind of relaxed a little bit. They've come into their own, and you know, they're not that intense about it anymore. Intuitive has a question. Intuitive says, yeah, your videos are great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, you're going to Sydney. Well, good luck. Do we have anything? Do we have an Aussie deck over here? No, no Aussie deck. I'm sorry. All right, let's look at what kind of things that we could get going over here. Now, this is, by the way, the Wizard's Tarot, in case you didn't know. Man, the Seven of Wands. Ooh, I kind of like that strength. I think it'd be okay. I don't think there's anything magical or amazing over there that's going to be just dramatic difference as to what you have where you're at. I do think the cost of living is more. I'm just going out on a limb. I think the cost of living is more. I think that you're going to kind of get that, right? The strength card. I do have a lot of things I have to adjust to, have to accommodate to. I think there's going to be a lot of differences that are kind of going on with that particular kind of thing. But yeah, there you go. You know, there you go. I think that's going to be interesting, to say the least. Now, I think the cost of your living is going to go up a bit. So just be prepared for that. I hope you're, kind of financially stable here. Strength card. It says if you do this, make sure the planning is correct. Make sure the planning is correct. Because, yeah, a couple of surprises in there, but overall pretty good. V, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Avatada ships from Oz. Well, there you go. I need that. I just want like an Aussie deck, just like a pure Aussie deck. Should I worry about the Pisces harming me or in? Oh, Jesus. Who's a Pisces? As Pisces is coming up, Pisces don't seem like somebody's going to be harming nobody. utubeuser, thank you for your donation. Man, Pisces don't seem like they're harming nobody. Well, let's see. I mean, do you want the Cthulhu deck? That's the question. Do you want the Cthulhu deck? Is somebody going to harm you? Cthulhu's going to help out. I don't know. I mean, let me know. We're going to go with a little less intense, the Edgar Allan Poe deck, little less intense. We're not going to be that. I think the Cthulhu deck is like, am I cursed? Or something like that, Am I cursed? Oh, man. Anyway, all right. You want tarot decks and books? I mean, hey, let's do that real quick. There you go. Joëlle and a utubeuser. Thank you for your donations. I'm just telling you now. See, PieWar. From a fellow Texan, I have written the Tarot Guidance book. What the hell is this? This covers all of the cards, but in a way, this is a big old book. It covers all the cards with examples. Here's the problem. You can memorize cards all day long, okay? But how do you combine them? How do you combo them together to make a reading, to make sort of a thing? So I do all of the combinations here with all of this. And then I talk about my card interaction system, which is on the videos, but it talks about all the card interactions. It goes in depth with that. And then I go into tarot and the seasons, how to use the deck and wheel to determine dates from your tarot cards. We go with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This is a big topic, right? My 3 home theory. And then we have a cheat sheet. All sorts of cheat sheets for numerology, how to locate objects with tarot, common questions, how you deal with it, and spiritual path, cheating lovers, and job cards, happy cards, sad cards. We go through all of that stuff to make tarot reading easy. Link in the description. I got this for only $8. I mean, that is a good deal. That is a good deal. All right. So link in the description if you want that. Anyway, so should I be worried about a Pisces harming me? I hope not. Strength is no. We seem to have strength on every reading. Power of the P. It's been a minute. How are you doing?
I love you.
Strength cards kind of says no. Now, I do think their level of intensity is a bit over the top. All right. A little over the top right now. Boo Boo. Thank you for your hanging out tonight. Appreciate you. But yeah, the Queen of Cups. All right. That Pisces, man, a little bit on the intense side, a little bit vocal, they're like, so they get that way. You got to understand that. Okay. Five of Wands. This is somebody looking for a fight. But I really don't see any damage cards, like, injury cards, or Five Pentacles, maybe a little bit of Nine of Wands. Power of the P, I thank you for your other donation. Strength says be patient with them, If they go, just to dodge them. Dodge the bullet. I think that's the best thing. But yeah, the Strength card, just be patient with it. They just get intense sometimes, a little intense sometimes, and you gotta just kind of roll with it, because a lot of people say a lot of things when they get all emotional. Is what I'm talking about. What was H? Is their next move? What is going on with that? If I'm going to make a big move, if I'm going to make a big move, I'm going to make it with some teddy bears. All right. We're going to go full on uncensored teddy bear tarot action right now. So cover your eyes if you have any children in the room, because there are some teddy bears coming over here. They are going to be out on the table. Now, what was H's next move? Okay. Let's see what the next move is. Hopefully, it's going to be pretty good. Power of the P, I thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. You love books. Can you recommend? There you go. Yeah, a lot of good books. I do have a video too, PieWar, about the best tarot books. If you're on the Patreon, I also have a breakdown of all my best tarot books. Pretty in-depth breakdown, like chapters, what I like about it, where to go with this one, where to go with that one, what sort of the order of them and whatnot. Anyway, all right. It was H's next move. Oh, I don't really think they have one anytime soon. You have a level of giving up. That Eight of Cups. Like, you know what? Next move, screw it. I'm out. There's no next move. Not something I want to do. Not something level of intensity that I need. Not something I'm committed to. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. I'll do something later. I'm not doing anything now. I'm going to do something later. It almost feels like they're taking a vacay, taking a staycation on the next move. They're not really happening. There's nothing big planned. There's nothing big sort of in the queue. Like, whoa, that is in the queue. The big thing there. Judgment, rebirth, reincarnation says, hey, I'm going to come back later. I'm going to readdress it. We're going to find out where it is, where we're doing, how we're doing it. And because the Ten of Wands just kind of says, look, not something I want to get to now, right? It's just a little too much. I got this to do. I got that to do. I don't really want to do all of that. Not want to do all of that. You understand. You got the teddy bears up in there. Ave, thank you for your donation. I want to move. What do you see in May? Oh, my. May is good. I'm telling you now, I have predicted since January that the housing market is going to die off in the fall, and y'all are going to get a house much cheaper than what you got a house 3 months ago. All right. And look what's happening now. Look what's happening. Oh, it looks like the housing market is dying off a little bit. I'm telling you, it's going to get a little bit more dying off, a little bit more down the toilet. And obviously, entertainment purposes only. But, entertainment purposes only. But again, go back through my previous videos. I've been talking about this since January. Housing market is going to take a massive dip in the fall. And y'all going to be able to get a house for reasonable. I think moving's not going to be too bad. Now, here's my other prediction. I'm putting it down on paper. My other prediction is the housing market is going to pick up pretty hardcore next spring. So my advice, all right, Ave, entertainment purposes only. But if you can sort of start searching and seeking, sort of the winter right before we hit the 2023, pin down kind of where you want to be, kind of where it's at, and all of this other stuff. I think that's going to be important. Anyway, all right. So this is sort of the advice. We haven't even gotten to cards yet. Will you be able to move? What is going on about the movement? Now, the Six of Wands is a powerful movement card. You're gathering all of this stuff. You have people cheering you on. You have people helping you out. And you're going to be able to sort of move in that direction. We're on the horse. We're making the action happen. And the Magician is the key card here. It says, I have everything nailed down that I need to get it done. In other words, you've done the prerequisites. You followed my advice. You've done all the prerequisites. You sort of got in your mind on paper, I want to be in this neighborhood. I've already researched it. I already went and visited it and all this other stuff. I think that's going to be good indeed. So, yeah, that is going to be the thing. Okay. The Magician says you have the ability, you have the power, you have the intensity, you have all of the resources that you need to make this happen. I think that's going to be good. But yeah, the King of Cups. Again, this just a prediction, but I'm telling you, the more that you can do this winter, the better off you're going to be. All right. Just obviously just a prediction. All right. That's what you come here for. You want a little tarot reading, right? You don't want somebody that throws down the cards and goes, oh, there's 6, hanged man. You want somebody that gives you real meat, gives you the beef. You know what I mean? Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. Gives you the good stuff. So that's what I try to do. You know, that's what I try to do. Hopefully you like that. If you are new, I see a couple of new names over here. Maybe y'all been hanging out in the sidelines. You haven't said anything. But if you're new, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm telling you now, I got predictions over here. We got tarot news. We got an unboxing like every other day up in here. We got live stream, literally live stream every day. We got 2,300 videos, hundreds of hours of lessons that are free. You don't have to go out and pay $200 for a tarot course. You don't have to get a tarot certification. Come here. You want one of my books? It's on sale for $8. That's cheaper than most Amazon stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that is going to be that's going to be the key component here. Anyway, RR, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. V is coming up. What's up with me plus 5 or plus S? There we go. I don't know what to do. Playful heart. You want playful heart, you will get. Let's see what kind of playful hearts we can get up in the sidelines over here. This is a beautiful deck. If you don't have this one, she is printing a version 2. So hopefully that's going to be out at least now or soon. I haven't really kept up with it. But yeah, if you can get a copy of this, it is so fun to read with. This is one of those decks that you just like put out on the table and read just for the heck of it. You're just like, I don't really need a reading, but whatever. I just want to be in a good mood. And this puts you in the good mood. Okay, what's up with me and S? Queen of Swords, Sun, King of Cups. We have an interesting dynamic between the two of you, definitely. Queen of Swords and the King of Cups kind of says that there is one individual that's trying to get this relationship going. It's trying to get this thing moving. It feels like they're taking it pretty seriously. They're like, look, I want to do this. I want to do that. I mean, it feels like there's sort of an activity sort of oriented, right? Sort of pushing towards something. Then you have somebody who's just sort of riding the waves. They're like, I can do whatever I want to. I don't really think about things. I'm not really going to come into this super serious. I'm just going to do whatever I do. And I think that's the level you have here. It is somebody, like one individual that's sort of moving through, taking it pretty seriously, and another that's not. So it just seems like that there's a big disconnect with that. So I think that's sort of what's up. If you can get a happy middle ground there, that is going to be much better than sort of just dealing with whatever you deal with. Anyway, does N return? If yet you're changing your number, does N hunt you down? I think N does have the ability to find you. I mean, they know A. I think they got the social media. No matter what you do, I think if N wants to see you, if N wants to find you, I think they will find you. It's something that, you're not done karmically with this individual. And you see that with the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they will return. I predicted it from the start. I'll keep predicting it until the last word I say on this stream. N is coming back. And you get one final shot if you're willing to do that. The 10 of Pentacles. We're going to make happy home, happy family, or we're going to be bust. 6 of Cups next to the Emperor. This is something where I think both of you decide. Right? Mana, I have a PayPal. PayPal is up here if you want to do that. Hey, we'll do that, I do have a PayPal. Is that from you, Mana? Is that from you? Let's see. Maybe let me click it and read it. I don't know who that's from. CB, is that you? Anyway, Six of Cups. I don't think either one of you is going to be friends after this. I think this is a once and done thing. Once and done. Sort of coming up in the winter again. The Emperor says this is leaning more on you than them, right? It's leaning a little bit more on you than them. So just be prepared for that. Be prepared. There you go. Careless Whispers. I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Careless Whispers. I got you in the queue. You are up in 3 readings. There we go. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you get that one final shot. Can you do it? Vanessa, what's going on? All right, Joy is here. How does Kay feel about our separation? Oh, does anybody like a separation? I guess if the relationship is just absolutely terrible, maybe, I guess. We're going to use the Dark Mansion for this. Y'all all love this Dark Mansion. Y'all all love the Dark Mansion. I actually don't know anybody that's just like, you know what? Screw the Dark Mansion. Don't like it, not going to use it. I'm boycotting the Dark Mansion. I'm never going to use it again in my life. I think everybody's like, ooh, Dark Mansion. So, I mean, let's get real here. Ooh, Dark Mansion is pretty much everybody. That's what see that new deck that I just unboxed here, it feels like that one has a lot of the inspiration from the Dark Mansion. Now, clearly, the art is not as vibrant, not as detailed, but it does have a couple of sort of, it feels like it was inspired a little bit by this deck, right? The one that I just reviewed. Anyway, how do they feel about the separation? Jesus, man, this is why I love tarot. Do you need to be a tarot reader to read this? Let me ask you this question. Do you need to be a tarot reader to read this? You saw me shuffle the deck. You saw me, I don't pick from the top and go 1, 2, 3. I don't do that. I roll through until it feels like I need this card, right? So that is a completely random selection. And what did I get to discuss the separation? I got the 3 of Swords dead center. The 3 of Swords separating these two worlds of the other two. And the Devil as well. This is why I like tarot. This is why tarot needs to always be here. Tarot always needs to be on YouTube, every platform possible. All y'all need to read it. I mean, look at this. I'm just saying, tarot came through. It just came through. Beautiful, beautiful. 3 of Swords is the separator, like I'm talking about, from these other 2 cards. From the other 2 cards. Very important that we sort of realize this immediately. What are the other 2 cards? The Devil. They feel like that it was something that didn't need to happen. They feel like that it was unfair. Okay? It was unfair what happened. I think that's very important, is separating that from the 7 of Pentacles. I did a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication in this relationship, in this connection that's now gone. It's not gone, just poof. Just absolutely gone. The 7 of Pentacles. They're burying Pentacles. They're looking at this beautiful vine that's coming up. And the vine is full of the Pentacles that they buried. In other words, they did all this work. They expected some results. And then the breakup happened. And they feel like it's unfair to one or both of the people. That is exactly how they feel. A lot of work for no reason. A lot of time that y'all both could have dedicated to something else. And the Devil card, it feels like it's unfair, like there's another influence here that needs to be pulled back or that needs to be unrealized in order to make this work long term. Anyway, there you go. That is how they feel. And see, that's what I'm saying. Tarot comes in with just a home run. Just there's like 1 in 10 readings that everything is just beautiful, like the clouds part and all of the excitement happens. I'm just saying, tarot, this is why I read tarot, because it's very expressive. It wants to communicate and it wants to let you know something. And it's not shy. I'm not shy. because you do like tea leaves or something like that. I'm not into that. I think the tarot, the images, the expressions, and I think the biggest thing in tarot is the combinations, because I can combine a bunch of cards together and get a totally different meaning than if I had combined a different card with all the other cards. Anyway, 9 of coins is up here. When will Hal gonna ask me out on a date? What is that? 2 of swords. All right, now I said it before. I really think are seeing other people. They're not like dedicated seeing other people. Midnight meditations, welcome, good to see you. I don't think they're just sort of super dedicated to seeing other people, but I do think that they indeed actually see people. So you got that 2 of swords, the different worlds, right? They have different things. They have different objectives. They have different kind of opportunities than you do, and they're sort of chasing those. So I do think that is viable indeed. King of Cups. King of Cups. I think that you may have to at least hint about having the date. It feels like they're very hesitant. Why are they hesitant about this? It feels like, you know what I'm saying? They're hesitant about meeting. You could be looking at damaged goods, and you've seen this before. You know this from previous interactions. You could be looking at damaged goods that you need to coax along a little bit. Maybe they don't do things the way that they should, right? King of Cups, a little too emotional when it comes to this and what have you. 9 of coins, you may have to give a hint, or you may have to do something in the hint realm, even though you don't want to. Again, you're dealing with damaged goods, maybe a little bit different on the protocol that normally you go with and make it happen. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Okay, all right, we got power. The P is powerful indeed. What were the Gemini's plans this evening? Truly, was I deceived? Oh man, nobody wants to be deceived. Mana, I got your donation. I think I got something. Yeah, testing. I got it. Mana, I got your donation. I see it. I see it up in there. All right, let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's get my deck. By the way, you know, PieWar, if you're looking for a deck to get, this is my deck. This is my deck of cards, and I worked hard. I worked diligently to make this deck of cards. It's available for 19 bucks in the link in the description. All right. I did not forget my PayPal friends. I got Careless Whispers is coming up next. All right, let's see what's going on, Power of the Pay. What were the Geminis playing this evening? Were you deceived? Hope not. Hope we don't get a high priestess. Hope we don't get anything. It's going to be a little bit too intense, but you know, that's it. That is it. You hear George Michael singing. Hopefully not. That would be kind of awkward from the grave. But yeah, I get the message. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right. Were you deceived? Oh, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, yeah, a little bit of deception here. I'm not going to say it's a bold-faced lie. Not going to go there, but I'm going to get a little bit of a thumbs up here. There are some things happening over there that you are not aware of. The reason I say that is because the 2 of swords, the separation of worlds. Now, a lot of times you don't get that, right? You don't get that where you're talking about the 2 of swords, the separation of worlds. How does that get to deceiving? But you have a lot of other cards in here. Ace of Cups, like we have something else to do emotionally. PieWar, I thank you for your donation. We have something else to do emotionally. We have something else sort of blossoming in here. And the 9 of Pentacles, I'm working on something on the side. So yeah, the Fool. All right, the Fool. We're taking an adventure. We're working on something else on the side that could be better, that could be more interesting. 2 of Swords, we don't really want you to know about it. You know, a little bit of the deception, a little bit of the separation and all of that. But yeah, the Ace of Cups. Why do we have an Ace of Cups over here with that Fool? Why are we going on an adventure with an Ace of Cups? And the Gemini is not exactly being honest with everything. Now, I'm not saying, again, it's not like they're cheating or anything. And nobody got the time to cheat.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties
ain't nobody got time to cheat these days. Everybody busy. You know, you got to stay busy. Ain't nobody got time to cheat. But something else going on. How do you deal with a situation? keep doing what you're doing, but you need to make them aware that you're not happy. I mean, you're clearly not happy. I think this is it. Vanessa, this is my tarot deck. This is my tarot deck indeed. Link in the description if you want the Waterfall Tarot. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, you did pay. Send a screenshot. The live. Let me see. The life. Where are you at? I got RR 3 times. Do not have power of the P twice. The life, I do not see you. I do not see you. What is your question? What is your question? You paid just before. Yeah, the life. Let me know what your question is. Anyway, so the next question with the Gemini is the best course of action to overcome it. Have some patience and be very attentive, but make them aware that you're not happy. I think that's the big thing here. I'm not happy. I'm not content. I'm not, ready to do this or that. I need some clarification. Make them aware that you need some clarification. You're not happy. Because if they assume you're happy, they're going to continue what they do. And if you're not happy, it's going to get worse. It's going to escalate. They're going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you? 2 of Wands. You got to take command over your environment. This is something I need. I'm not getting it. Let's sort of discuss this. Strengths is you do have to have some patience. When they do tell you something, have some patience, some open thing. I think that's going to be there. The Chariot, ultimately, keep moving, keep rolling with it. Don't do anything drastic. Don't leave. Just keep rolling, keep doing what you're doing here. But just let them know. In other words, take advantage of your power and let them know that you're not happy and just express that. That is going to be the key indeed. Let's see. The life. You subscribe, the life. I don't see any payment, the life. I see you subscribed. By the way, thank you for your subscription. CarelessWhsiper, thank you for your subscription because CarelessWhsiper is next. All right. CarelessWhsiper is like, look, careless whisper of a good friend. Okay, will I find out? I'm expecting. Oh, expecting. Am I expecting? Oh, we adore pregnancy readings. Where's Boo Boo? Boo Boo. Boo Boo, I'll be honest with you. Boo Boo has about a 90% hit rate on expecting. All right. We need Boo Boo to chime in first. Boo Boo needs to chime in first. IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. And then let's go with it and let's make it happen. A deck that I really like for this, though, right? Kyle, good to see you again. What's going on, man? Deck I love for this, Light Seers Tarot, all right? Boo Boo's here. We need Boo Boo to chime in first. Now, CarelessWhsiper wants to know, will I find out that I'm expecting this month? Will I find out that I'm expecting this month? I think Boo Boo has some kind of a frontline information on some of this stuff. Anyway, will I find out that I'm expecting? So we have a yes or no about a pregnancy. All right. And I mean, Boo Boo, you can do the sex too. I mean, the Fool. Jesus, the Fool's looking good. Hierophant. We got the Moon and a 10 of Wands. Oh, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go. I got to go with a yes right now. I mean, I'm just saying that. Just thumbs up with that. We got to go with a yes. This looks clean. Now, this is a weird reading, and I think this is a beautiful opportunity to kind of do a little bit of a lesson here. That's what I'm saying. A little bit of a lesson here. All right. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. You get a yes. Boo Boo, I completely agree with you. Boo Boo and I are on the same page, and let's go with this. My biggest thing here is we're taking a journey with something else or somebody else. We're taking a journey. The 10 of Wands, right? We're taking a journey. We're moving through, and we have extra individuals or extra things happening with that. So we're taking a journey with more things, right? A YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. The moon is a big, big card. It talks about the emotional realm. It talks about within an individual within the liquid, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we have an individual in there. Almost looks like a little bit of a life in there, a little bit of a life floating around in there. Just visual alone. And the moon is a good card for that. I think that's good too. Hierophant talks about the celebratory nature of this, having a good time, and things getting serious, right? Things getting serious quickly. Because the Hierophant is a very serious card. It's a very intense card. And the biggest thing is the Fool, making it happen. We have a lot of water here. We have a lot of action. We have a lot of adventure. We have a lot of movement. And we have something extra that we're carrying. And we have what looks like a baby in the womb. So I'm just saying, that is an absolute yes. I mean, a lot of visualization, a lot of stuff happening. I think that's the big thing here. But yeah, that makes it happen over there. Anyway, all right, let's go for the next read, which is Power of the P. We got Power of the P had 3. Power of the P. Okay, Power of the P had a cheer and then some questions. And I think we got all of the questions. We'll double check. Double check real quick. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. We're going to go with RR has got the triple shot is what I'm talking about. The triple shot. The life, I do not have any donations from you. The life, I have a subscription from you where you hit the sub button. I don't have anything else. The life. Let me know. If you want to email me a screenshot, the life, link in the description for my email. If you email it to me, I will make a dedicated video for you, or I'll look at it now and it looks, anyway. Yeah. All right. But I got nothing. But let me know what your question is anyway. Include your question in the email. You love pregnancy questions. That's what I'm talking about. RR says there's no audio. I got audio coming out the wazoo. I am 5x5 with audio right now. So RR, somebody tell RR to fix their audio. Fix it. RR, it's on your side. Anyway, you can hear them perfectly. Yeah, I'm 5x5 on the audio. I got gigabit internet. I have, I'm only using 20% of your mana. Yeah, you are RR. It was me. There you go. All right, Mana, you are next. Thank you again for your donations. I appreciate that. All right, Mana is so out of the blue. Yeah. All right, Mana wants to know. It sounds great. So out of the blue, I feel ghosted. Talk. Another brightest crown in the block. Let's see. Okay, what will happen between A and I? You are next, Mana. I have not forgotten about you. I promise you. Mana, I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. Modern Witches. Do I have that one? Modern Witches. Are you talking about the Ellen Dugan Witches? Lonnie, welcome. Good to see you. Anyway, okay. We're going to go with the RR triple shot. We're going to hop over to Mana. Mana, do you mean the Ellen Dugan Witches Tarot? Let me know. I think that's around here somewhere. Power of the P. I thank you for your other donation. Yellow, welcome. Yellow, you got plenty of time to submit a question. Welcome. How you doing? He didn't block me. Be watching. Okay. Ace of Wands says the Justice card and the Devil. They're not, do you see contact at all? I mean, not in the next couple of months. It seems like that, oh, the one you're using now. Okay. It seems like that this is not something we're going to communicate for a couple of months. It does seem to be pulling back a little bit. Ace of Wands. So they are going to make some connection. They are going to make a talk. They are going to make a sort of a good connection with that, but it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be pulled back. It's going to be a little bit indeed. Justice card says they need to balance everything else before they do that. So we remember in previous discussions, they have some things happening over there. They're not quite prepared. They're not quite prepared to make this movement, but they will be later. We see it with the Ace of Wands, the Devil card. If they did make contact now, it would be kind of negative, or it wouldn't be something that you want to deal with. They said a little bit of a pulled back thing there. Anyway, all right. Will you print the book again? Everything is doubled in price. So I should be able to print it in China, but we're having a lot of problems with China right now. So you know, no, for now, no. For now. Later, yes. Will I hear from R, or is it over for good? You will. No, man. It's kind of over for good. You have the world, like the opportunity. Kind of, they're not quite prepared for this, the kind of thing. It just feels like that this is not something that they want to kind of pursue, that they want to kind of go with. I just don't see that kind of happening with that right now. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like this is going to continue. Four of Swords, it says we're not completely cut off, but we have a big enough of a delay where it does feel like that's it. And then we have a King of Wands of just got to move on. Got to move on and got to go to the next kind of thing. But that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Anyway, Cheeky, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, RR, what are the X's intentions? Do we have good intentions or do we not have good intentions indeed? Let's see. I look too good for this shit. Okay, well, I mean, there you go. Mana, we got Mana, you're coming up next. And the Life, you're coming up after Mana. I did get your screenshot, thank you. But yeah, what are the X's intentions for me? Man, they have a hard on for you. Wow. Three of Wands. They have been looking. They have been looking, scanning, seeking. They have been doing this. I think that they miss you quite a bit. I think that's interesting indeed. Pretty intense about this. The Lover's card, they want to get back into the sack is what I'm talking about. I mean, the Lover's card, right? The Lover's card with that. Strength card. That's interesting that they're pointing back or looking back towards the Lover's card. It's also interesting that Three of Wands is not facing the Lover's card as well. Overall, my thing is that they will suddenly become very intense about it. They will suddenly become very focused about it, and then they will come in full steam ahead with this. Even if they don't seem like full steam ahead now, they will be full steam ahead soon. So yeah, definitely good with that. All right, Mana is next. It is a you time, Mana. What will happen between A and I? Is this something that's possible? Is this something that's going to make it? I don't know. Let's see if A is going to be all right. Should you move on or should you stay? Mana, as with all interactions, there's only a certain amount of patience that everybody has before you just be like, I don't know. All right. You look too good indeed for all of the drama. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Mana, you got to move on. That is clear as day. That's clear as day. Make a new home first off. Make a new home. You know me. You know me and my 3-home theory. The new home is the 4 of Wands. Then you go to 10 of Cups, and you go to 10 of Pentacles. You need to go to the level 1, okay? The level 1 dungeon in the D&D thing is going to be the 4 of Wands. You need to make a new home. You do need somebody that loves you, somebody that's passionate about you, somebody that you're not always like, what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? The 10 of Swords says, end it. End it. You got to pull out the lightsaber, and you got to cut the toxic in half. You got to pull out the lightsaber and do like the Emperor says and do it. You got to do that, right? RR, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate it. King of Cups. You got better things to do with your emotion. You got better things to do with your time than to deal with this crap. Okay? All right. I mean, I'm master of the obvious here, but you know what I'm saying. You got better things to do, and that's the biggest problem with the whole thing. Is it's just draining emotionally. But you know, Mana. I mean, back me up, Mana. Let's talk right now, just you and me. When you have a bunch of BS in your life with a relationship, it just drains you emotionally. All of the excitement that you had for life, all of the beauty that you had, all of the excitement that you had for the hobbies, all of the good things, talking with friends, all of that goes away because you're just depressed. And it never ends. You need to just reboot the computer at this point. Hold down the power button and reboot that computer. You know what I'm talking about. All right, now life is next. Where the hell is life? Life, you're here somewhere. I've seen you, and I need to click on your name and the life. There we go. My question, ain't got no job. Can I get a job? Hopefully you can get a job. Let's see if that's going to be 6 years. Jesus, man, 6 years. You know, you gotta move on. The tarot says move on, and the tarot says move on in a big way. Like the Ten of Swords is like the biggest obvious card. Okay, will I get a job? Am I jobless this month? Will I get a job? Ten of Swords says no. Four of Swords says you have longer to wait. Your location is killing ya. Your location is killing you. What can you do to expand your location? What can you do to vary the type of job that you're looking for so that you can get a job, right? So what can you do to vary it out so you can get a job? Right now, your location, your type of job, your industry, it feels like that you're just up against a wall right now. And it feels like that's doing you no good at all. So I'm telling you now, if you can get maybe another type of job, maybe a little bit of a different industry or whatnot, I think that's going to be good for you. But yeah, it looks like you got a little bit delay. You got a little bit of things to wait. Ten of Swords is back. It says you're just getting killed on this job thing. You're just getting killed over there. You just need... What other types of job can you look for? What other types of things can you do? And can you expand your range of sort of where you're at and find something like that? Life of Destiny. It has been a minute. Life of Destiny. What's going on? All right. Are we caught up? Yellow, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. There we go. All right, Joëlle, will Keenan come back to reconcile? Let's do some dragons. If Keenan's coming back, let's reconcile the right way. Ashley, welcome. Good to see you. How is everybody doing? You know, it's hump day. It's hump day. I hope everybody's excited for the weekend because it is so close. I can smell it. I can smell the weekend, and I'm ready. I am ready. We're on like this massive drought over here in Texas. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all right. Will Keenan come back to reconcile? Absolutely, yes. I mean, you got the Knight of Wands. You got the fiery aspect that you need in a reconciliation. That's going to be there. You got the Wheel of Fortune that's going to be there too. In other words, what comes around goes around. That's a Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like the president and a certain thing. What comes around seems to be coming around again. But yeah, you know, the Wheel of Fortune says what comes around goes around. They are coming back. They want to reconcile indeed. They have that fiery action. They're ready to go. That's going to be good. And the Four of Cups. They're still not going to be happy. You need to band-aid up whatever was wrong because the Four of Cups said it's still going to be wrong, but you're going to try again anyway. So, you know, ultimately the love balloons is what you get, and that is what you get to work with. But yeah, Joëlle, what can you change to make it work if they're going to reconcile? Because there's obviously something wrong because you wouldn't have broke up in the first place. Anyway, it's what I'm talking about. Anne is up next. Why is a B emotional when thinking about me? Anne, maybe they're emotional kind of person or something like that. It's your Thursday too. Ooh, that's nice. I love a good Thursday. Love me a good Thursday because I know Friday is around the corner. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see. Why is B emotional when thinking about me? Ace of Cups. Universe and the Lovers. Wow, this is you get the Lovers a lot. I don't know why, but you and B in the Lovers card. I mean, back me up, chat. When you talk about B with Anne, the Lovers card sneaks in here so many times. It is so startling just how many times you see it in here. We got the Lovers over here. We got the Universe, and we got the Ace of Cups. It is a karmic thing. Be aware, I've said it in previous reading. I'm going to say it again. You don't get cards like the Lovers, like the Universe combined unless it's a karmic connection. There's something going on. There needs to be some karma that's worked out here. There needs to be some emotions that are fixed, that are worked out here. You cannot ignore it. Not going to be something. And I think you've been approaching it from this level of, I don't understand the logic of through it. There's nothing logical here. It is karma. It is emotions. There's nothing logical. So are you going to come to me, Anne, and you're going to say, I don't understand logically why this is the way it is? I'm going to tell you there's no logic. You have to throw that aside and you have to think with the bigger picture, because you've had the Lovers so many times. Go back. By the way, I have chapters, so you can zoom to your readings on any particular day. You can zoom right to your readings. So easy. You don't got to search around. If you like that kind of feature, hit that like and sub button, because I'm the only one doing that. I'm sorry, there's other people doing it, but I'm the only one that wrote a program that does this for me. Anyway, and I mean, I'm just saying, Anne, go back and look at how many times you have seen that card. So I know you're like, logically it makes no sense, and I agree. But sometimes logic is not in the tarot cards. Mary, welcome. It is so good to see you, Mary. How are you doing tonight? All right, let's look at PieWar. PieWar's coming up in here like what books, are good, what decks are good. And I'm hyping all my books and my decks. And PieWar's like, okay, fellow Texan, give me what you got. Give me what you got, fat boy. Let me see what kind of things you got in a reading. I see you doing readings. Give me a shot. Give me a chance over here with the Baroque Tarot. All right, PieWar, we're going to go. We're going to give you a reading right now. Will my dad's eye surgery be successful? He lives with me. Family, it's been kind of hard for him. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to do that right. All right. 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Wow, it does him a lot of good. This fixes a lot of things. Let's review why, all right? The biggest thing is the 10 of Swords and the cutting action. Talk about this in my book. I talk about the 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, a cutting action. You kind of have a 6 of Swords here too, but I think that's more of the journey to get there. You need the journey to get there. You need the things to happen the way they are in order to make things better. So the surgery is going to be good overall. It's going to be a good thing. You got a couple of surgery cards over here. 3 of Wands. I can't look out into the distance because of this situation. I'm having issues with the vision. Jupiter, I thank you for hanging out and your donation. But yes, that 10 of surgery over here, the 10 of Swords, it does say that the surgery happens, and look what you got. I'm able to see better. I'm able to see again. I'm able to do things I couldn't do before. The eye surgery fixes a lot of things that I needed to be fixed. 8 of Pentacles is such a powerful, wonderful, amazing card indeed. Speaking of wonderful, Soul Soar is here. Soul Soar, it's been a minute. How you doing? But the 6 of Swords, it's a journey you got to take. It's a rough journey, but yeah, looking into the distance, can't see a thing. After the surgery, we're able to work again. Now that is a reading. That is a reading. Jesus, that was a good reading. PieWar. I'm just saying, fellow Texan, give it up. Give it up. That was a good reading. What I'm talking about. I mean, that was it. That was it. IL is going to get a good reading too. Will I locate to Canada? Oh man, home of maple syrup. And pretty high prices. Yeah, I've ordered a couple of things from Canada, and they were a little bit expensive. All right, if we're moving to Canada, we need some Ciro Marchetti. I don't think Ciro Marchetti lives in Canada, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know where Ciro Marchetti lives. I don't really care. No, I think they live in the U.S. I've got enough decks from him that I think he lives in the U.S. Anyway, all right, let's see. Will we be moving to the land of maple syrup? Oh, the magician up in here says yes. You got a nice 7 of Cups with the options up in here. The best thing you do have, and I know all of y'all are going to yell at me. Go ahead, just, prepare yourself to yell. Just go ahead, just, take a deal and prepare to start yelling at me. Because I'm telling you now that the Eight of Cups is about moving. All right. Is it about moving? The Seven of Swords is about moving too, but the Eight of Cups, one of the big definitions for me, in addition to abandonment, in addition to moving on, the upset, it is about moving. It's a movement card. And you combine that with a Nine of Pentacles. Kind of like, this is nice. The stability is nice. I like the environment. I like kind of the, what's going on, what we're doing and whatnot. And the Magician says I have a lot of opportunities here too. Beautiful opportunities, a lot of exciting things in there. I think that is the main component indeed. So absolutely. The 7 too. The amount of options that you have when you get there is nuts. It is absolutely bananas. And yeah, a lot of good options. Here's what I really like. Let me do. I wrote a book about tarot combos. Let's talk about tarot combos for a minute. I know I'm dragging things out. I got extra time. I want to spend time with y'all. It's me and y'all. I want to spend time with y'all. The Magician with the Seven of Cups. What does that say to you when you combo these up? That says that I have the ability, the power to make more decisions, to make more things happen, right? Because the Magician is the master of all his tools, and the Seven of Cups is a lot of different options. So I have a mastery, and I'm able to do things with it. Because a lot of times you're the Magician, you're amazing at something. You'll see these people, they retired, you know what I'm saying? And they're like a master woodworker or master plumber or something. And now they kind of sit and watch 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy or something, right? And you're like, man, there's a lot of skill that is there that's not being used. And that's how the Magician and the Seven of Cups work. A lot of skill, but I'm able to use it and to choose things. All right, how is N going to hunt my ass down? I don't know. I don't know how N is going to hunt you down. I think... All right, if you change your number, you change your meeting, you're scared to associate with him, you lost faith. You lost faith. I mean, how will they hunt you down? Let's see what's going on. We're going to use over here Gregory Scott Tarot. Oh, geez, they have an inside connection. They know somebody that you know. They know somebody that you know. Gregory Scott Tarot, by the way, in case you wanted... They know somebody that you know, the Seven of Swords. I'm sneaking in the back away. High Priestess. I have inside information. I know some things. I have inside information. Very, very good. Star says, I know where to go to find you. I know sort of where you're hanging out, know where to go to find you. Very important. And the Hierophant, again, says they know somebody that you know. They have a little bit of an inside information that you don't have, that you don't know about. The Star says if they need to find you, the North Star will gather them and lead them in the direction that you are. The Seven of Swords. You're going to be able to sneak in there. Not going to be a problem at all. Not going to be a problem whatsoever. All right, work posted recruiter project. Will you get that? Man, you are applying for everything. YouTube user, do you know how they know that you're not happy with your job? Because you're applying for literally everything. So like you're chilling at work, right? You're the manager, you're chilling at work, you're kind of relaxing. And you have a sense that somebody at work is not happy. Do you know how you know they're not happy? Because they're applying for every single opportunity that comes out. And that is YouTube user. And I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. Now, 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. It's a trap. It's a trap. So what's going on here that it is a trap, okay? You're being trapped, all right? It's kind of like stock market investing, all right? There's a bump in the stock market in the last hour of the day, okay? If you fall for that bump in the stock market in the last hour of the day, you are going to lose your house. Right? Because the last hour of the day, everybody is going to sell off their gains for the day. Everybody. Not him and him and him and him and maybe him. Everybody. So the stock market's going up and up a little bit. And you're like, woohoo, money. And then the last hour of the day, you get a phone call. You know what I mean? You got to go do something. The dog needs to go out. And the stock market will crash by like $100 in 30 seconds. And you lose your house. That is called a trap. That is called a trap. Would you be happy with this? The Ten of Cups says sure. But there's something concerning back there that you don't know about, and you will be trapped in there. All right? It is a trap. Do not walk away on that last hour. It is a trap. What is the Gemini's into minds about? Thank you in advance. What is the Gemini into minds about? I don't know what that means, but we're going to read it anyway. We're going to see what's going on. Personal reading soon. The live. Thank you for your compliment. I appreciate you. I do personal readings. They're only $30. $30 for 20 minutes. I will hang out with you and we will have a reading. I should collect, references from my personal readings, because I have had a lot of references for personal readings. I've had a lot of people that have like come back and like top of their lungs yelling how great, the reading was and how it came true. And so, not obviously not guaranteed, but I need to collect those. You sold off all your stock. What a mess. Man. Yeah. I mean, the stock market is kind of tricky. I got to say, oh man. Let's see what's going on. Gemini in the minds about. Knight of Wands of the Wheel of Fortune. Getting a new normal. Getting something new. Getting something different. Getting a new normal is sort of the component that we have here. By the way, we're ending soon. Anne is the last reading of the night. And by the way, Yellow, I did not forget about you. You're still in the queue. All right. Knight of Wands with that power, with that sort of the emotion, with that fiery aspect going into the Wheel of Fortune. This is something they want a new normal. Something that they want, something that's steady, but they want a little bit of normalcy, or sort of leaning in that direction of a normalcy that's going to be a little bit different than where they're at now. Overall, they want to know that what they're working for is what they're going to get, right? Because you don't want to work for something for a long time and then it doesn't work out and you waste it. You don't want to do that. Seven of Pentacles says they want to get a new normal indeed, and it's going to be something that they want to work, put a dedication, put some interest in. It's going to be there. Ace of Cups, that may involve somebody new. It may involve a new interaction, a new thing in there. Yeah. It may involve a couple of new things there. That Ace of Cups, that new emotion too, right? That is kind of a nice emotion too, when you know that what you're doing is going to be permanent. What you're doing is going to be permanent. What you're doing is going to be where you need it to be. Because a lot of times you are dedicating a lot of time to stuff and it dead ends. You know, the way it is. Mike's feelings for me after we saw each other. I mean, cheeky. Anybody that don't like you after they see you is a fool. Is just a fool. So if they don't like you in the first place, they're too foolish for you to deal with anyway. All right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let's go with the only tarot deck we have in a bag. Look at this bag, by the way. That is from Baba Studio. Look at the inside of the bag too. Oh, the inside of the bag is gorgeous. Even the tassels are nice. I mean, I it's difficult not to drool on Baba Studio's decks. So it'll damage them. So don't do it. Don't do it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see what's going on with this. Cheeky. What is Mike's feelings after we saw each other? Oh, Page of Wands. Definitely interested in more of a pursuit. Now, you don't have the Lovers, the Two of Cups. You don't have any of the big name cards out here. Mike's taking it easy and casual. Okay? That's kind of what you want to see sometimes. You want them to take it easy and casual, approach things kind of fresh, see where it goes. And the Page of Wands says, I'm going to do that. Am I just on fire completely? No. But you do have that spark. You have that spark. The Page of Wands into the King of Pentacles. They want something that's comfortable. They feel like this does have some comfort, does have a level of stability here. They like it overall. And that Five of Cups says, though, they see a couple of red flags It feels like there's a couple of things that may not be exactly 100% here. Now, I know what your next question is. I'm going to go ahead and answer it. Go ahead and answer it now. Are they kind of going in casually because they see something they don't like, or there's something they're not 100% in? Maybe. But the Five of Cups, there's a level of disappointment in here. It could also be some expectations, right? I expected this, I expected that, and, maybe that didn't occur. But, that's the way it is. Overall, Nine of Swords says don't worry about what they do. Definitely don't worry about this because they're coming in casual. You don't really want to worry about, did things go this way? Did things go that way? This is definitely one of being in the moment, right? A little bit of the meditative state. I want to be in the moment. I want to accept things as they are, and I want to kind of just go with the flow. I think if you do that, you're going to have a lot of good things happen here. But if you do come in with expectations, I think it'll be kind of awkward indeed. So come in pure, come in easy, come in just really, really casual. I think that's going to be great. But overall, again, they like it. They want to do it. All right, what will August look like for me and the D? All right, let's see if we can get some D in August. Major keys. What is going on? Indeed. What is happening, major keys? All the new people in chat tonight, if you haven't hit that like and sub, please do. I got tarot news. This is the only place to get tarot news. Every tarot news, I got like 30, 40, sometimes 50 decks, stuff that you probably haven't even run into that you need to see. You need to be aware about that. If you got like a sale somewhere, I post that on the stream. I got 2,300 videos to choose from. It's a lot of videos. Lots of videos. Hundreds of hours of tarot instruction for free. For free. I don't charge anything. I don't want you to pay $200 for somebody else to teach you tarot. I want to teach you for free. That's what I do. Anyway, Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, the Four of Pentacles over here. August does look like you need to focus on yourself. All right. Could that be your spiritual journey? Could that be improvement-wise? I really think so. I really think you should look into yourself, a little bit of introspection, and figure out where you need to be in a year. 5 years, 3 years, all right? Start writing out the plans, get the vision board out and making it happen, because the Ace of Pentacles is, it's time to get started on some stuff. It really is, right? Don't want to catch up on the 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. We need to catch up on some other stuff. Ace of Pentacles, make things happen. That's going to be good. That is going to be good indeed. All right, now Four of Pentacles says, hang on to what you got, all right, for August. Hang on to what you got with this connection. Because you don't want to be exposed to anything. You really don't want to be exposed to anything that's sort of putting you down or putting you aside or throwing you back, right? Just sort of work on yourself. Work on yourself and worry less about sort of what they're doing, where they're at and whatnot. And I think that's going to be the big component indeed for that. All right. A life of destiny. It has been, Jesus, has it been a month? Has it been, Andrew, back me up. Life of Destiny. It's been maybe 2 months. I mean, I don't remember the exact date, but it has maybe been 2 months. And, I've missed you every single day of that 2 months. Andrew, back me up here. I've missed you every single day of that 2 months. By the way, this is the wheel. All right, Life of Destiny. What will be my next positive blessing and or change? What's going on with all of that? The Fool. King of Cups and the Lovers. I think other people are bringing in good things into your life. That's a blessing. And that could be the key component here, right? That could be the key component because you want other people to support you. You want other people to be there for you. And I think they are. And I think you have this moment in time, this opportunity where other people really, and I mean really enhance your life in the next few months. All right. The Lovers, the connection. Could that be a relationship? Maybe. Could be, but I think a lot of this is just sort of other people being active in your life. The reason I say this is because the King of Cups, that connection, right? That emotional connection that we have here, and the Fool, the people making the trip, people making the effort, people doing things that are benefiting you, that are overall just bringing a positive influence in that. So other people, man, and that's such a great message too. Other people bringing in good things, bringing in some awesomeness, friends, relatives, a lover, what happened? I think that'd be indeed, right? The relationship would be nice. It is quite possible the lovers, if we're not in a relationship, it leans that direction pretty damn heavily. Very, very heavily indeed. And if they're bringing in that many positive vibes and things, I think that's good. Because you do need that person that's your cheerleader, right? Your cheerleader. I think that's going to be good. Anyway, what should I study in grad school? You should study tarot. It's what I'm talking about.
Hooray!
All right, what you should study. Okay, so you're going to be in grad school. You're going to sit in front of the computer just like this. And you're going to type some stuff out. What should you study within the grad school? Now, Jupiter P, we're going to go out on a limb here with this because there's not a lot of sort of key components with all of that. A little bit of the Nine of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I think that you have basically something something that you're pursuing that you're not really going to be interested in the long term. In other words, what you're interested in now, I think you're going to back up and reevaluate things, right? The Three of Wands. I don't think this is going to work. So you're in graduate school, you're like, I'm going to get a master's in education, or I'm going to get a master's in psychology or something. Then you're like, let me back up a little bit and reevaluate this. Three of Wands. So I think things change. I think things do change. And you definitely want to know about that before you involve yourself and dedicate yourself to any particular thing. I think Knight of Cups. You're going to find a passion in graduate school as you're researching this, as you're looking, as you're sort of heart searching. The Nine of Cups, I find what I want. I find what that is. I think it's inside of you. I think there's a meditative process. I think there's some intuition going on here where you have to sort of reach out and do that. Because what I think you're looking at now, you're not going to be happy with. The reason I say that, a little bit of a Knight of Wands. I'm chasing something, I'm pursuing it, but it's like I'm backing up a little bit. Three of Wands. What else can I sort of specialize in? What can I do? What can I make that happen? Anyway, I think that is it, right? Mastering in psychology. There you go. Yeah. I think you back up from that. I think you back up a little from that and you change your mind. I'm just going with that. I think you back up a little bit and you change your mind. What's very important about my connection with B? Let's see what is very important indeed. Can we use the little Buddha? We have such this karmic relationship and whatnot. By the way, Yellow, you are next and you are the last reading of the night. And then we are going to go take a shower and eat a banana because, that's our dinner. We're on a diet, gained a little weight. I'm not going to lie. I gained a couple of pounds. We need a little diet over here, The clothes are fitting a little tight. Yeah, that Hanged Man up in there, the Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Fool. The Ten of Cups, what's very important about my connection with B? I think B brings in things that you didn't think about. B brings in aspects that you haven't quite considered. In other words, you need that one person to drag you out of your comfort zone a little bit. And make you think about other things. Hanged Man, I need a different view. And that's good to have a different view. You don't want people around you that have all the same views with you, that have all the same emotions as you. You want people that are a little bit different so you can grow and you can expand. I think growing with this interaction with B is part of the thing, right? The King of Pentacles. I'm expanding. I'm making things happen. The Judgment card too. After some exposure to B, after sort of within our life, after the sort of, sort of making an impact in our life, all of a sudden we are a different person. We come out of the cocoon, we become somebody different. Again, they bring in some aspects, some views that we don't have. And I think that they force us to be out of our comfort zone. They force us to grow. The Ten of Cups, overall, we just emotionally sort of resonate with them. King of Pentacles, overall, we're better off with them than without them. And the Judgment card. We become a different person because they are around. I think that's the big component. The Fool. Be prepared to take the adventure, take the journey, because the Fool is outside of her comfort zone. He's walking off a cliff. He's looking up. He's walking off a cliff. He's hoping for the best. He's assuming everything is going to be great. And that is outside of our comfort zone. I think a lot of us do get a little too comfortable, a little too much, and being dragged out is good indeed. It does make us sort of, grow. Anyway, we got yellow is the last reading. Claims. How much longer? How much longer do we have to get the claims? All right. We're continuing the physical therapies. We get the MRIs. We're going to kind of see where the claims take us, where the claims are going to be, what kind of things are that. How much more till we get the fat cash? That's kind of it, right? How much longer? Eight of Pentacles, going back to work, Magician, Justice. Wow. 3 months. I think it's a few months. I think it is a few months indeed. Magician with Justice. You get justice. You get everything. Eight of Pentacles. You get the money. You get to be able to go back to work or what have you. But yeah, I think it's a couple of months, a few months there. And I think that they will get back with us. It's not a couple of weeks. It's not tomorrow. I think you have a couple of months to wait to go to make that happen. But Eight of Pentacles, again, they put you in this new job, different job, what have you. Justice, you get the justice that you need from this. And the Magician, you're able to sort of prove yourself. You're able to sort of get into the new thing and make yourself known and get that going. Anyway, that is it for me. Thank you so much for being here on a fine Wednesday night. We will see all of y'all tomorrow.